I just gotta focus on the way that I stand, babe. You should know until I get there, the party ain't arrived yet, babe. I'm a young fly, like the way that I dress, babe. She gon' be like, ooh, baby. Tell me that you okay. Gotta know you okay, baby. If the gas no brakes, we at the top speed, what they gon' say, baby?
It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Towns at the elbow. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Has to Gobert. There's the lob to Towns. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Harden looking it over. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Now Maxey. Following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Pass to Tucker. A 3-ball. The 76ers with another miss. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Embiid the screen. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Driving inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Embiid, what a show of force right there, going hard at the rim for the dunk.
Back to Gobert. Right side, Conley. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pulls it up. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Edwards. Now, here's McDaniels. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now, Towns. Second shot opportunity. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
The three from Harden gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 7.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
To the inside. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got his second bucket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Now heading to the floor, it's your Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers.
So both teams making some changes here. The 76ers leading. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. And the 76ers get it back. Inside. Deflects the pass. Melton feeling it out a bit. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Milton. Lets it go from deep.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to feel the lane and get where he needs to be.
Now here's Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
Shake Milton. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Down low. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 10 points.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Minnesota on top. They lead by a bucket. From Target Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers the past few seasons have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
The 76ers trailing. Harden outside. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Prince in the corner. This one for three. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Tucker. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Off target with his three. Timberwolves leading by 3. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Conley. Clock at 4. They set the pick. No good on the 3. The 76ers trailed by 3. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Anderson outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Anderson. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Back to Harden. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arc.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Here is Edwards. 10 points for him. Pass to Towns. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Towns. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. Didn't let the defender get to him there.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Harden with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Tucker. Kicks it out to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the court, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
Now Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
And Philadelphia calls time here. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that. Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
To the left side wing. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Minnesota leading by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Second team foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Towns, the screen. And the dunk by Towns.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Picked by Harrell. Milton with it. Now defended by Gobert. Harrell, that's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. To the middle. And Edwards with the stuff.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Gets it off. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. That'll do it for the first half. Timberwolves lead by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Harden outside. Pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. Misses the 3. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever. to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Pass to Towns. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so Harden will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing here by 8. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Edwards looking it over. Down low. And stolen by Harris. Here's Harden.
James Harden.
Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 14.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
Pass to Towns. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Pass to Tucker. Pocket 6. Back to Harden. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Noel. To the inside.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Harden gets the bucket.
Impeccable form there. I mean, Harden should teach a master class in shooting. Doesn't get any better than his jump shot. Efficient, economy of movement, and the stroke often leads to splashes.
Here's Towns. That one wide left. From 13, Harden can't hit. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Noel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They set the screen. Towns in the corner. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by Harrell.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Prince. And he dunks it down.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
And the 76ers call time here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
.149 left here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Harrell. Pass to Embiid. Stolen by Reed. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
.124 left in the third. Outside Conley. The kick out to Anderson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers trail by 6. Now Maxey. Pass to Embiid. From deep three-point range. And they recover it. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 20 points for Anthony Edwards. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead. Outside, Maxey. Here's Embiid. Good D by Anderson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Maxey.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
He's perfect from the line this time. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has really delivered at the offensive end.
The 76ers, 28.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Towns down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
At the top of the key, Embiid. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 14. From deep, Harden. The shot will not fall. So Minnesota will take it the other way. There's the lob to Towns. Maxey with it. Conley picks him up. Here's Harden.
James Harden.
And it's in there.
Circus shots, creative shots, they're a specialty for Harden. There's a reason why he's won a few scoring titles. He knows how to get it in the basket.
And here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Harden outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There are very few that drop long-range bombs better than James Harden. I mean, he's automatic from out there, off the dribble or catch.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Here's Towns. That one doesn't drop. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harden with it. Now guarded by Towns. Back to Harden. Over to the wing. Here's Maxey. Oh, good on the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Harris trying to get free. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Right side Towns. Towns is double. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he hits the jump shot. Edwards got 26 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And here's Harden for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
2 minutes.
Pass to Towns. Conley scanning the floor. Inside. Here's Edwards. And it's blocked by Embiid.
A fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the area.
The 76ers trail by 8. The 3 from Harden.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Pass to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. It's Edwards on the wing. No good from outside. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Embiid with the steal.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here. How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And And he is unable to get the second one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Can't afford to waste time. If they can get a score quick enough, they can get back on defense and try to get a stop instead of having a foul.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
An effective playmaker and a more efficient scorer. Harden continues to be a highly productive player.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Harden outside to the paint. From the right block, this shot is good.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Also,
the cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. And return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust. Let the cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust. Where that UV protection around me get. We like the with my proximity, yeah. 40 SPF, it just yeah. Neutrogena, let it, and they same for me, yeah. Supernova card, never be a star. I don't play guitar. I leave up a cart full of divinity, breaking apart for your burgundy heart. Don't know my place, no I'm running on Mars. Not the cool kids, don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust. Let the cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust. Dumb, it's a on some fun, dumb, button down, ain't no fun, on some yum. Take these tum-tums, all these dim sums, honey sugar like some plums, yeah. Supernova cards, never be a star. I don't play guitar. I leave up a cart full of divinity, breaking apart. Full of myself and they calling me Bart. Don't know my place, so I'm running on Mars. Not the cool kids, don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust. Let the cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Eastern Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers, intent on protecting home court. Outside, Hero. Back to Lowry. Kicks it out to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Right wing. Lowry from outside. He can't get it to go. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. From 13, it's hauled in by the Heat. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Butler. Mobley with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Screen by Allen. From past the arc. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Mobley.
Bam's size along with his athleticism, that could be a big problem on the interior.
And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
It's a pick by Love. Back to Lowry. Outside Butler. With the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
There are not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is worth it.
To the right side. Here's Hero. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Count that bucket. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Garland. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thanks, David. Miami leading by 4. Stolen away. And slam dunk by Allen.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. A change here. There's 1:34 left in the first quarter. Outside, Martin. Back to Butler. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, Jimmy Butler committed on getting to the inside. The closer he gets, the more damage he can do.
Here's Osman. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for Cleveland, Cedi Osman.
And he makes the first.
Taking 3 shots.
GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
You know, Brett, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number 1. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami. And certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
Now, here's Mobley. Some solid defense from Butler. 27 seconds left to play in the first. It's Martin on the wing. "15 seconds left in the first quarter. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. It's Osman, top of the key. Garland surveying the D. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Heat. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And so Allen will bring it up for Cleveland. 4-point game.
Takes first team foul.
For three, Mitchell. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
First team foul.
It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there are some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
And with Bam Adebayo, I mean, we all know how skilled he is as a scorer and how athletic he is as well, but what about his passing?
Well, as much as I want to compliment Bam and his abilities to do that, I have to give some credence here to the coaching staff leaning into that ability that Bam has. They trust that he's going to make good decisions in the half court, and that has opened up a lot of things for them offensively.
The drive by Mitchell. Here's Osman. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
Let's give it up.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. Timeout called Cleveland. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Mobley is screened. Pass to Okoro. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Lowry's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
And really good execution from Kyle Lowry, looking spry and opportunistic on the break.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Taking 2 shots.
As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. Screen by Allen. Trying to get something going. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat leading by 10. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Hero. Back to Butler. 5 on the clock. Here's Love from the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Love is looking to get to the line. He's a great free throw shooter, so the defense has got to avoid fouling the big man.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. It's LeVert on the wing. Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Allen provides three things consistently when he's playing. He'll rebound, he'll score a little bit, and he'll definitely give you rim protection. So not a guy trying to shoot a bunch of threes.
And here are the Heat now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Outside, Hero. Floats it up for Adebayo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Okoro wide open. He fires. That one a little long. The Heat leading by 12. Butler on the wing. Kicks it out to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. The 17-footer. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Now the Heat with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Shots good by Hero.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
Mitchell wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Butler. Hits the jump hook. He's got 11.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
And he's good on the second.
Well, Gabe Vincent is a guy who has not wasted opportunity. He was undrafted back in 2018, but fortunate enough to get a shot in the G League, an opportunity he took full advantage of.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Mobley. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. And a wide open look for Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat. Out to the right wing. With some arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Cloak loose. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Kyle Lowry.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. Lowry with the ball.
Hey, yo, right here.
Outside Butler. Back to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's a pick by Love. Here's Butler. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Cavaliers trail by 13. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Well, Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Hero, no good. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Garland. Great D that time from Adebayo.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Lopez. And Adebayo sends it back.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Miami leading by 13. To the middle. Stolen by Garland. Allen's shot is off. Pass to Hero. Puts up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hero's got 6.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
There's Garland. And the rejection by Lowry. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Shots good by Hero.
So fun when you make the right read on the break. And Hero did so there.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And it's the Heat with the ball. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. From deep three-point range. And Okoro pulls it down. Cleveland with the ball. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner. He really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Outside Butler. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Donovan Mitchell.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season numbers.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
Outside Hero. Adebayo the screen. Floats it up for Adebayo. Mitchell outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. There's a screen. Can they get it? And Adebayo sends it back. There's Hero with a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. The 3. Again, Mitchell missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here is Mitchell. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Here's Wade. That one misses. Good D by Love.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams making some changes here. To the inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
And potentially the switch is flipped here for Jimmy Butler to take over and dominate in this one.
Now, here's Rubio. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. They need this. And Butler sends it back.
Miami ball.
Butler with great anticipation there and swatting that one away.
There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Into the lane. It's good. Butler's got 18 points in the game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And so it's the Miami Heat finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So it's Miami now. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for Martin. Now Butler. Shot clock at 5. The second effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jimmy Butler's just...
Can't put them down, turning up. I'm thinking about got me stuck. I got money now, so love is cheap. You should do something with yourself, always worry about me. I done got you bags galore. So why you bothering me for? When we go in the store, get whatever you want. So when I stay out late, let me do what I want. Go to my city, tell me why we ain't done in it. We could go to the club, long as I have fun in it. If you play with my baby. But lately you've been on my back, so I need some space. Lately, I just wanna be by myself. I can't hold it in, it's burning. I'm the only one that's earning, so let me do what I want.
And those prizes include a ton